What's up, YouTube? We back again, and let's get straight to it. And you see the title, Rainbow Hairline. Man, I wouldn't say the hardest, but man, it can be difficult. And this guy has a cowlick like right above his hairline. And you see, I'm going with the grain, with the going into the direction of the cowlick and making sure I brush down into the direction the cowlick's going, or else you're gonna have a big bald spot. One thing I did want to talk to you guys about is the back taper. The reason I didn't go as high is because of the shape of his head, man. I made it more like a mid taper to fit with his head shape a little better. And you'll see with my no guard, I'll go up a little higher so I can blend in a little more. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't use my liners to make it as bald, so it just fit with his head shape. Even though he got a high taper on the sides, gave him a mid taper in the back because of his head shape. That's all I really wanted to say. Some clients you can't do this with. It'll offset the whole haircut. If you do a mid taper in the back and did a high taper on the sides. But for instance, for his head shape, it's kind of like he got the rainbow hairline. I mean, that tells you that, he kind of got the round shaped head, it's kind of small, but nothing wrong with it. But you see right there, I'm going up about an inch, making sure I go up about an inch on my guideline, so I can still get that kind of high blend in, And honestly, I try to make my videos for everyone, but I understand that if you've been cutting hair for years, you're not, gonna take my steps. You're gonna go with your own steps. But mainly for beginning barbers or people that are just starting to cut hair. Being that he brushes his hair down, his hair is really stuck in a wave pattern because he just wears a do-rag. To really get this blend in, what I did is I closed my one guard and really got the middle, kind of made an invisible line, and I kind of flicked up. And then next thing I did was I grabbed that 0.5 guard, opened it all the way up and blended it in with my one close, because I know with the masters that my one close will blend in with my 0 guard or my 0.5 guard. And let's do this taper, man. We starting off with our guideline, trimmers 0.0. And then we're going to start off with our one close, just to make sure that we got everything going with the green. And what we're doing now is going no guard open, and we're going an inch up, and we're just making sure we're getting all them hairs, man. So we're just taking our guideline out, closing our clippers all the way, flicking up, making sure we're not really rubbing. We kind of want to flick to bring in that blend. Then we're going to close it up to the middle, kind of tilt it up to the side and flick it up even more. That just gives it like a detail. It gives it it's not going right at the fade, because sometimes you don't want to go right after fade. It just depends on what kind of hair texture that you're cutting. And now we're going no guard open, and basically do the same process we did with the transition part of our fade. We're just going to go with the grain, make sure that all the hairs are laid down just like we're brushing the hair. And we're just touching on the beard, just giving it a little taper, since I told him that I gave him a little taper for free on the beard, man. When you are a customer that's been coming, sometimes I give you free stuff. I grew a passion for this, so sometimes giving free stuff doesn't bother me. It don't bother me at all. But what we're doing now is closing our lever a little bit, flicking up like we did with the transition line, kind of tilting it, flicking up, trying to get that detail and get that best blend out of it. And then we're grabbing our 0 guard or 0.5 guard, which is the master clippers are different than other clippers. All the clippers systems, guard systems are different. But we're just attacking that middle close, since I already know what blend I want, and then I'm opening it up and blending it up into that one guard. Since we use the one guard close for the whole head, I know that the one open, it will blend in, into the head, into the one close. It's all about knowing the guards, man. And I feel like I know the guards good enough to go out the cuts however I want to. I just break down steps just because I know it helps the new barbers. People that's been cutting hair, some people don't even use guards, bro. They go at the cuts how they want to because they know how it's going to lay once they put it in that guideline. The guideline sets it all, man. The transition line and the guideline are 2 important steps for me to get that blend in. Remember I said he had a cowlick, man. A bad cowlick in the front of his hairline. It makes it look like he's bald. So I'm making sure I go with this cowlick. And basically we're just going to start off in the middle, man, and just go about a little bit above, where his hair is growing. And then, you know what I'm saying, we just gonna go do the same thing on the other side, like the right side. And then what I like to do with round hairlines is make my vertical bar and then connect the dots, bro, because it's not like doing regular hairlines. If you're trying to make this hairline too straight, you're gonna push it back. You have to go with the natural hairline. Start off in the middle. Don't be scared to take them baby hairs off from his natural hairline. Work your way to the left side. If you're doing my technique, make your vertical bar, connect your dots, and then go over as needed. You want to repeat the process on the other side while combing down or brushing down to make sure when he lays it down with a do-rag or he takes a shower, he's not seeing any extra hairs. He's having a full hairline. And they still come out clean. Like, even though you have a rainbow hairline, doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, that it won't be a clean cut. Or don't be scared to let your barber cut your hair, man. I mean, sometimes you see them rainbow hairlines and their corners are so small or the line is so round. And it's just because folks are scared of them letting them go eyebrow to eyebrow and letting them fit their natural line, man. So right now we're just going around the ear, making sure we're not pushing back, making sure that we're using the liners like a pencil. And also, you know, you want to make sure that you don't want to go all the way up into the taper. You know, you just want to go around the earlobe. I usually don't like use the whole blade. Like I said, I love doing my lineup with the razor. And I edited it out, but I added some shaving gel just so it wouldn't hurt him as much on his cheekbone. But yeah, man, it gives out a clean line every time. I just use my finger, adjust it, and I just go with the shape of the beard. Cut in a little bit just to give it that sharper appearance. Now we just cleaning it up, bro. We're done with the cut. We're just using our razor for them sharp edges, bro. And if you're a new barber, beginning barber, bro, be careful with that razor, bro. I didn't have so many incidents even after school, bro, where I didn't cut my finger, or I was being careless, left my razor in the drawer, and I went to grab it, and yeah, man, just be careful, bro. Another thing I do to give it that sharp line is tell them to blow a bubble on their cheek, bro, and it gives it a good line up, bro. And I'm comfortable doing it like this. If you need them to lean back, do that. If you need them, put a headrest on and, lean back some, do that also. Like, whatever you're comfortable with. Also, I try to make sure I get all the hairs on the forehead just to make it pop out more, bro. Another thing I can say is just a tip in general. Don't get discouraged, man. Like, I'm still in the process. Like, it's a working process. Building, just gaining experience, bro. Once you keep going and you keep striving and you keep cutting hair, man, keep going to the shop every day, you'll start to understand that it come to you. And this is mainly for new barbers or beginning barbers or student barbers, however you want to put it. You can see, man, I'm trying to be cautious, man. Doing this slowly, but I'm doing this surely. Making sure I get all them little baby hairs to make the line pop out even more. And I'm going to show you just an extra video on it, but you can see right there his hair shape. You can see the line, like how I'm going with it. And I'll brush it down some more after the razor just to touch it up, give it I call it detail on the line. Just like you can detail the fade, you can detail the line. Making sure you get all them little fine hairs, bro. It's just that simple. Making sure I brush down, touch it. Brush down, touch it, and then we're going to be done with that. Just go with the natural line and you can't go wrong. And it's the final cut, no enhancements, man. It's old school. You see the line, it's pretty clean. You see his hair shape, bro, and you can see how we're still able to get him to get a straight line, bro. If you're a new barber or a student barber or just a person in general that like watching cuts and want to see more of these complex cuts, like or subscribe, man. But if you comment, bro, you're going to win 5,000 tomorrow, bro. Trust me, bro. Just trust.